This is Pretoria, the capital city of the beautiful land we call Mzansi. Pretoria's hip-hop scene has been running things for a while in the last few years. Rappers like A. Reese, J. Jody, 25K, Tato Soul, Tyson Siabateli, Words, Buzzy Lee and many others who hail from PTA are all at the forefront of SA hip-hop today. But in the early mid-2010s, there was no telling PTA would have the game in a chokehold the way it is today. Yes, A. Reese, Benchmark and Capcity Records were doing their thing, but Joburg was having a serious moment. Years later, South African hip-hop is largely run by PTA. But then, how did it start?
For me, it was 92 when we had battles at the Paul Kruger Square.
So ciphers and meetups for all creatives is basically how any movement starts. And in 1992, the veteran producer Trompi was introduced to hip-hop at the whole Kruger Square and trench-shed sessions, including sessions at the library where rappers, poets, producers would all meet up to showcase their talent. There was really only 3 producers and a few rap acts, which was part of the reason why creators from Pretoria decided to push a movement together so they could overpower Johannesburg. This city wasn't always a rap city. They had their own market and community which would not be exposed enough to Johannesburg DJs or hip-hop personalities. And so the introduction of the state theatre gigs began, which was described as creating an industry within an industry. The slogan Capcity, Rapcity came from a song titled Not Tonight. So basically, this name Capcity was used to introduce Pretoria at gigs.
The name Capcity, Rapcity, it sounded quite lame when you'd hear a cat like Doomy call it P-Town, or like, are we a piss city?
PTA started gaining authenticity through their message and references. No one else was talking about Sunnyside, right? Obabua Spitori. They claimed to be influenced by their surroundings, the movement of gospel, and a major influence of the New York sound in 1994, which was more underground compared to the commercial Johannesburg scene.
Yeah, my music is designed a certain way.
But that's what hip hop was about.
Sure.
Originally.
I have no business being in the mainstream, but I am. I have no business. A guy like me should be like starving somewhere, you know what I'm saying?
06, Fungai had left the magazine and Yams forced me to send my application. For about a week, he just kept calling me, telling me, did you apply? Did you call them? Did you call them? I called the people because I didn't want Yams to keep calling me. My first instinct was to say, cool, I've been pushing this PTA movement. Here's a platform for me to further push it.
And so Super was the first female rapper on the Hype magazine with no album out. Well, just the first female on the cover of Hype magazine.
Now my flow, singing and smoke pictures of poor sisters. Hoping from this one flow, I get riches. Open to the ideas with no glitches. A pair of sunglasses, you need to see my vision. Whack ass diminished to whack raps when
Proper mainstream attention began when an event promoter, Buff Pound, had a mission to put a street guy on TV. These are his words. And more rappers started appearing on Channel O, ETV. Basically, Buff Pound connected with directors and convinced them to give Capcity a chance. But sadly, the State Theatre lost its hip-hop identity and became a completely different place to be. If you wanted to create connections, go there. Or maybe you're looking for the shawties. So, I'm gonna go the day she's there. Pretoria wasn't only known for independence, but also togetherness. These guys all went on stage together, like 6 guys, 7 guys, representing and putting the name Capcity out there, on stage together. However, this movement started disintegrating because now they had achieved what they wanted, but then what now? How do they still maintain relevance within the industry? Basically, also niggas had normal lives. They graduate, they get kids, promotions at work, and you move on, bro. This was back in the day, so you could just imagine how strict parents used to be. And the music was kind of becoming a bit monotonous. You know, they hit the ceiling. And even though togetherness was a good thing for them, it turned into a negative aspect due to a million artists being on stage at the same time. And how was anyone supposed to get paid? Because no one would really get, you know, that shine. Like, oh, this is A Reese, or oh, this is Loton over pounds, or 25k. It was just all one thing. And so rappers just decided to take their separate ways. But obviously, this is also the music industry. We have guys, and they leave. Then we get new oaks, like Black Les or P. Dodo, you know. The Capcity Records era was starting to come into the picture. Capcity Records carried the name Capcity for some time. I mean, the culture was alive and the artist Black Les could now do things more on their own. And they got slightly bigger and got a slightly bigger audience than before. But for some reason, they were still slept on. Obviously, Aries came into the picture alongside Benchmark, but then again, this wasn't enough to put the whole Capcity on the map again, because at this point, these were just artists from Pretoria who made music. It really had nothing to do with the whole Capcity movement. But then this man was a step ahead, because whether you hate him or no, this guy endorsed PTA. At some point, he only worked with Pretoria, bruv. And he constantly shows love and gives back to his community. Through him, we were introduced to Mash Beats, obviously, who is originally from Limpopo but represents PTA, has also evolved the production game in the Capcity movement by a mile. But even with these great names, it still needed a bit of time, and indeed that was the case. We were now introduced to 25K, Tato Soul, Roy, Basili, but in my opinion, there was one song that took Pretoria to unimaginable heights. A song that opened up the industry of Capcity. So even though we have artists from KZN on this song as well, but this song was mostly for the Pretoria music scene, am I right? Every artist, including the producer, has found their own lane in the industry today. I mean, let's talk 25K. 25K is huge, man. Pause. But he's huge, bro. Tato Soul was featured on Mass Country. You know what I'm saying? Roy, he's signed under KO. Basili, she's like the best female rapper right now. You feel what I'm saying? Who else you want? Mash Beats, the person who created the beat, he won a Summer Award. So everyone is killing shit in their own lane, bruv. You know what I'm saying? And this song was now dubbed the New Age Amantombazane Remix. Now guys, if they're gonna dub your song the New Amantombazane Remix, guys, hey yo, that's an achievement. And PTA played a major role in reviving hip-hop during 2023. Loton Over Pounds released what could have been the biggest song in SA hip-hop since Sete.